Well, that escalated quickly. Hey everyone, Jeremy here today. I'm about to watch the brand new trailer for a brand new Star Wars game that hit us out of nowhere, Star Wars Eclipse. I'm cheating and looking at the screen. It's only a cinematic trailer, no gameplay, but they didn't tease us about it. I mean, we knew they had other projects in the works, but I don't even know who made this. Who is this? Who's this one? I'm so full of questions, and I'm so happy. I'm just very excited right now. Let's find out what this is. Is that a... Sith drummer? What is this? This prequel era? That looked like prequel era ships. Maybe not. Maybe? I just don't even know. What? Wait, what? Okay, not 3PO. That has weird things. Whoa. I'm getting real prequel era vibe. Gold? Or yellow? Is this a High Republic game? Oh no, this is prequel. Are you kidding me? Quantic Dream? It had been rumored they were working on a Star Wars game. I didn't realize it would look like this. I mean, granted, this is a cinematic trailer, so we have to take the visuals with a grain of salt. It's all about the tone and the story for a trailer like this. I have no idea what's going on exactly. I'm going to be honest. But the fact that it's Quantic Dream that's putting this together, and if you don't know who they are, Detroit Become Human, Hard Rain? I think I can't remember the name of it, but these incredible, a couple of others too, and I'm blanking on them right now because I'm just so, but they make these incredible story-driven games where choice matters. If that's what we're getting here, I am so incredibly excited because I didn't even see, I mean, you could say that was a Sith at the end, but I'm not even sure it is. And it does, I kept saying it looks like prequel era, but I actually think this might be, I also said High Republic at one point. It could be kind of a mix of the two. It could be maybe 20 years before Phantom Menace, which would still make sense because the technology matches up. It looks like the the Trade Federation is going to be a major influence here because we saw their droid ships. But I'm really curious. I mean, and we got our Jedi looks. Thank you. And no clones. That was the big one for me. There are no clones in this trailer, so I'm kind of thinking, okay, this isn't going to be set during the Clone Wars. This is going to be set probably before. So it even could be set, you know, in that interim between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, technically, because there's a good 20 years you've got to play with. Or not 20 years, I guess it's 10 years you've got to play with there. So it could be set there, but I just get this feeling they're going to kind of lean more towards the High Republic era, and that's fine. I've still not really gotten into the High Republic. That's still fertile ground and also familiar, and it leaves enough room for them to create their own story. And saying that, I'm really curious on who that was coming out of Ooze, and I'm sure his name is not Ivan. Part of me is banking on this isn't a Sith, that this is going to be something else. But it could be a Sith. Or maybe it's just a Force user in general, like a dark sider. You don't always have to be a Sith to be a dark sider. So it's really possible. I mean, there are plenty of examples of that out there at this point. Like, I mean, Night Sisters are their own thing. So there are things out there that could match up to this that don't have to be a Sith. That's my point. My point is it doesn't have to be a Sith. But it is curious that it seems like it was resurrected. So that kind of does draw me to the conclusion, well, not conclusion, to the idea that maybe it is. But then does that break canon? Would that break canon? Because if this was set prior to the Phantom Menace, then they have no idea the Sith have returned. And that would kind of break what they say in the Phantom Menace, where we would know if the Sith returned, blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen them in 1,000 millennia or something along those lines. So I would say it can't be a Sith if it's set prior to the Phantom Menace. Now, if it's in that 10 years that I was talking about, then you could have a Sith. But that's just from a canon standpoint. But I like what we're seeing with scope. I really like what we're seeing with scope. It looks very Star Wars, like from almost the opening moments. Not quite. I do like that it was very different, but also very Star Wars. Like, you know, starting with drummers beating, I was like, that could be something very different from Star Wars, but for something about it, like the music and the way it was presented, it did still evoke Star Wars. It still evoked, it actually evoked a very Sith vibe. So I really appreciate where they went with, you know, the scope. Now, I do have a question about how Quantic Dream is going to deal with action scenes inside of a story-driven game like they normally do. Are they going to actually incorporate that? Are we going to have any sort of lightsaber battles that we actually control? Any, you know, ships, we were seeing those. Are we actually going to control any ships? Are they actually going to merge their sensibilities with an action title? Or is this solely story-driven? That's where I'm kind of falling right now. But truthfully, I'm just excited to see what it is. Either way, I'm probably not going to care either way, to be honest, as long as it's good. All right, what did you guys think of this trailer? Were you as caught off guard as I was? Is there something you picked out in the trailer that has given you such high hopes? Loved seeing Yoda in there. That was the biggest clue of where we were setting this. And did you lose all form of verbal communication like I just did because of this trailer? Leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel out immensely, as well as allows me to provide more content to you guys. All right, before I go, please take care of yourselves today, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. Thanks for watching.